He gets past his man. And the finish! Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is one of the monuments to the history of our game, especially, of course, this Scottish game. It is Celtic Park, Glasgow. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but...
Has a pop! That is absolutely glorious! A finish right from the top draw!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Shaw. Casemiro. And it's played forward. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Shoots! And they've been caught out here. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! Got
give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Martial. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and... Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
And the header! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Oh, incredible! Another own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but...
And he has been fouled there. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Bruno Fernandes. He gets past his man. And the finish! Oh, what a hit! What a hit! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that in.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
And here's Rashford. What an adventurous run from a defender. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So, the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Oh, that was a great strike. He just gave the keeper absolutely no chance.
Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Oh, he's hit the upright!
Oh, I feel for him. It looked like placement precision.
So, the second man in line. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
From one behind. No, it's been saved!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
This to double their advantage. And they're 2 up. He cannot afford to miss. It's there, and the fight goes on.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
So the ball is placed on the spot. This to put them 2 up. That's it! It is done! So in the end, heartbreak. A few of them inconsolable. But this is what footballing fate had stored up for them. It is nasty.